Nobody kills my people but me. Cresta fear.
Can you please just summon more?
No cresta fear. Bring them down.
Oh my god, the lightning.
Get you yet. Bring them down. Cresta fear. Still alive? I need something sharper.
Can I only summon one group at a time? Oh god. Well, now that's just not fair.
No cresta fear.
Okay.
As you wish. Leave it to me. I'll see it done.
That wasn't so hard. I didn't even know that was an actual quest I had to do. I thought it was just a random fight. Okay, well, let's go to the Wild Mare. And then we'll head to the Queen Birth District home. Oh yeah. How do I dismiss people from my party? Can I even do that? Can I even dismiss people from my party?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I guess not. What time is it? 11? Probably gonna have lunch soon.
What is it?
Do you enjoy a coin, my friend? Can you lift a sword?
They won't see us come.
Let's save.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay, let's see here.
Hail and welcome to the Wild Mare, friend.
The jovial man at the bar grins and motions you closer. His arms are colored with a thick muscle and cross-hatched with scars.
Now, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for more intimate entertainment.
You're in luck, friend. The Wild Mare employs a number of courtesans skilled in satisfying a wide range of tastes and interests.
He throws you an exaggerated wink and points towards the stairs behind him.
You'll find them upstairs. They handle their own coin too, so no need to go through me.
What have you got for sale?
See anything you like, you let me know.
Oh!
I'll see you when I see you.
Get the fuck out of my party! Thank you. Oh, I'm by myself, finally! Holy crap, that only took like forever. Who needs a party? Am I right?
Where in the blazes is that old man?
My one solace from the tedious...
Ado, my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually.
A valiant shouts over the din wild mare to get your attention, turning a great many heads to study your exchange. He takes a heavy heart swig of his tankard. Wink. I'll bet you say that to all your clients.
Que? No, you mistake me. I am not one of the courtesans. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Ak? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Ak?
Silver, captain of the Defiant at your service.
I am Aboko, and I am positioned to offer... I have opportunities for...
He clumsily unfolds a sheaf of parchment and tankard slips from his grasp and spills down the front of his trousers. He gawked down at himself in horror.
Sometimes I practice my speech. Merda. Never did it go this poorly.
Just tell me what you want.
I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them.
He stamps his feet, kicking a spray of spilled ale.
No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Ak?
What bounties are available?
You will take the job? You
Why
will
not?
take the job.
He grips you by the shoulders and smiles, tears springing from the corner of his eyes.
Agrasima. Something special for my first hunter, then.
He drains the tankard and tucks it under his arm and retrieves his sheaf of notes.
I will start you on Meriel, the mad animancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berath's will. My contact saw her leaving Port Mage and heading west of Mage Island.
Okay, before I go, I have some
Agrasima,
questions.
You have but to ask.
You seem down on your luck.
It is true that I have stumbled in my career path.
A buckle clears his throat.
Now that I have such an accomplished hunter, I can stand in the long shadow of your success.
He claps you on the shoulder.
It's not all bad, but the momentum of meeting new clients over drinks and in such enchanting company, it drains the stamina, my friend.
You say I cannot down the rest? Watch me, Amico.
A valiant sailor raises her tankard and arches her back to invite a torrent of ale down her inexpectant mouth. Holding this pose with nothing to show for it, she taps the tankard's base and furrows her brow at its apparent emptiness. Her companion shakes his head and focuses his attention elsewhere.
Medico, it is no wonder I thirst.
As she wipes her mouth with the back of her hand, her eyes widen to meet yours.
Why do you stare?
You don't seem to be having much fun as the rest of the clientele.
The fun ran dry with the coin.
She manages a wan smile.
When the dancers see more than an empty purse, I will be a content Radora.
She sighs up at the stage. Here, next grog is on me.
Agrasima. Even in the oasis I am parched.
She pockets the coin and glances past at the bar. You lost
If
12
you grant
copper.
wishes, there is a vacancy on my ship.
Rodora frowns, crack reveals shy smile. As the captain of the Defiant, I'm already taken.
Sientere, sere.
Rodora inclines her head.
Next time around the wheel, perhaps.
Farewell. A young woman lingers near the stage with a mug of ale clutched tight in her hand. Though she showed no interest in the dancers, the bag underneath her eyes speaks to many long nights spent drinking in the tavern. She looked lazily about the room until her gaze alights you with interest.
Have you seen an old elf hanging around here lately? Dresses funny, probably drunker than an eel in a barrel of mead.
Can't say I have.
Andra's crushing void, I thought as much.
She sighs heavily and pinched the bridge of her nose.
Listen, the guy I'm looking for owes me a lot of money. 5,000 coppers. You help me find him, and I'll give you 20%.
20%. Gotta do better than that.
Fine. Andra's great sagging tits, fine. You can have 40% and rights to whatever baubles Oswald has on him.
I don't strap on adventuring my boost for less than half, lady.
How about this? I give you 60% and we never discuss this again.
I didn't pick merchant? Okay. Deal.
Haggling for the fun of it not keeping you busy enough?
She winks.
The man I'm looking for, Oswald, was especially fond of one of the courtesans upstairs, Analis. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to speak to me, the snippy little cur.
Have you tried being nice?
She wasn't receptive to my particular charms. Let's see you do better. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can.
Well, I got a
She
few
refuses to
questions
speak to
first.
me. What do you want to know?
Who are you?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that. But hey, what the hell?
She rakes an impatient hand through her dirty hair.
I'm one of the countless minor nobles that litter the Deerwooden countryside. You know Admeth Hadret, hero of the War of Defiance? He's my great whatever.
So what's the problem with that?
When people find out, they start doing weird shit. Calling me lady, opening doors for me, buying me drinks. Really, the title is a mockery. It means nothing to me.
What's your history with Oswald? She groans theatrically, and then she can't bear to recount the tale.
The man's a family friend. Has been for... must be 4 generations now. The perk of being an elf, eh?
What does Oswald owe you money for? She stares into the depth of her mug and
It's
sighs.
my fault, really. I should have known better than to believe that damned old drunk knew what he was doing. Man's a wizard. You understand, and a tinkerer. He convinced himself and me he could, with enough luminous adra, create a device that would add years to one's life. Must have been a crock of shit, because one day he up and ran without a word of explanation or apology. I thought I knew him better than that.
Okay.
Leave it to me.
Is that everything in here? Oh yeah, I gotta go upstairs talk to the hooker. I mean, sorry, the dancer. Hey, Duck.
There's something ahead. I'll see it done.
Oh,
Leave it
there's
to me.
something right there. A belt! I don't have a belt. Let's see. Flame board. Burn armor, all defense against fire, overwhelm. Being critically hit with a fire attack will cause interrupt and give minus 10 will. Interesting. +1 intellect. Well, okay, that's a necklace. Mine is better. Put that on, I guess. I haven't really run into anything that deals fire damage to me yet, so
I'll see it done.
There's an Ellis.
Leave it to me. I'll see it done.
Constantin? A burly dwarven man hums a jauntily tune to himself as he fashionably organizes his collection of scented oils. When he learned you enter the room, he greets you with a smile and a homogeneous outstretched hand. His grip is strong and sure.
Come to seek ablutions for your sins?
He slaps his knee with a bark of laughter.
Get it? Ablutions? Absolution? Ha! I crack myself up. Gets me every time.
He wipes a tear from his eye, still chuckling.
Massage? Bath? Whatever you need. Just ask.
How much?
250 copper. Soaps, oils, fresh linens, all included.
He waggles his eyebrow at you and grins.
Best massage in Nekataka. That's what they tell me anyway.
You do anything else?
Oh, no. These old bones. You know how it is. I wouldn't want to hurt myself. Or you, for that matter.
How do you end up here?
Oh, you don't want to hear about that. I lived a boring life, so there wouldn't be much to the telling.
He crosses his thick arm over his chest, a slight blush spread across his cheeks. Indulge me.
Truth be told, my real passion is pottery. Trouble is, I got these big hands. Not meant for delicate work.
He turns up a hand, palms up for you to inspect. Just one is easily large enough to cover your entire face.
Worked out in the end, of course. Now I specialize in relieving tension in the marrow and death godlike.
He nods to himself. You seem bored here.
I guess I can't hide my feelings as well as I thought I could.
He gives you a nervous chuckle and scratches his beard.
The stability's good and all, but I haven't seen anything that gets my blood pumping in ages. You know what I mean?
What's life without a little excitement, you know?
Doing the same old thing day in, day out. It's enough to make a man leap from the nearest window.
You could come with me.
Where to?
You know, that 700-foot tall statue made of Adra. I'm going after it.
No kidding.
He nearly drops a bottle of massage oil of his excitement.
I like to see something like that for myself. Do you think I could come with you? Just for a bit.
Grab your things then. Let's go.
Hell, you don't have to tell me twice.
I got a masseuse on board. Now I can relax every single... Oh. Huh. I didn't realize that he was actually going to be a companion.
Yeah?
Okay.
What is it?
I have 2 chanters with me now. That's wonderful. A fire godlike woman polishes a pair of stocks, tending to them with the fondness of a mother for her favorite child. The room is dim, illuminated only by the glow of her steel-forged skin. Her eyes burn with the light of Magdren's fire. When she hears you enter, she shoots you a look of utter contempt.
I will give you an experience you won't soon forget.
How much?
300 copper. I know it's a bit more than most, but my service is like nothing you will find anywhere else in Nekataka.
Well, tell me about yourself.
I must assume the question beneath your question is how a fire godlike came to find herself in a place such as this.
Sure. She leans back against the wall of change, they yank and crinkle, and she smiles at the sound.
Perseverance. Being as I am, I have been forced to find it for myself. Now I teach it to others.
To live in a...
To live in a world as a thinking, feeling creature, it is difficult. It demands strength. But we cannot always be strong. I help those who have lost their strength to find it again.
She wraps a chain around her arm and tugs. The steel links glow red with a forged fire where they touch her skin. Sure.
Very well. Remove your clothing and shut the door.
She runs a hand along her fleshly polished stalks while she waits for you to comply to her orders. Spank me, mama.
You may leave.
Hell yeah. So what did that actually give me? Dexterity, might, and resolve. Okay. A young woman reclines on the cushions of a hookah hose held delicately in one hand. Eyes closed, she sings to herself. Her voice is soft and inviting. She doesn't move when she hears you approach, but slowly opens her eyes with a lazy smile.
Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet, Skilber.
Well, tell me about yourself.
It's futile to attempt to summarize the whole of a person in simple words. How to capture their dreams, the desires of another, their feel and taste. But I appreciate your curiosity nonetheless. I am an actor. Trained from childhood. Difficult for you to believe, I'm sure.
A teasing smile pulls at the corner of her lips. Her voice wistful, almost melancholic.
My troop were my family, and we traveled the whole of the Adir Empire, performing the classic literatures to cheering audiences.
Sounds like a pleasant life.
The work was good when the crowds were grateful, and their pockets swelled with coin.
She gives you a pained smile and look away.
I found a more dependable application of my talents here. To touch the hearts of others with my voice. I could not give that up. Have you come to hear some verse?
How much?
100 copper pans. A reasonable fee to experience the sublime words of Adir's greatest poets. Don't you think? Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet, Skilber.
What's your problem with Khan?
Oh, her. Yes, she is persistent, isn't she? She barged in and began asking me all sorts of inappropriate questions about my customers. She grew incensed when I asked her to leave. She's no longer welcome in my room.
Annalise wrings her hand and looks away. Her gaze settles on her armoire in the corner.
I do hope she's not a friend of yours. Her manners are atrocious.
Khan's looking for someone named Oswald. Sound familiar?
I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now, please leave.
Well, what if his life is in danger? You don't care about his well-being.
If I knew a man named Oswald, and if that man was in danger, I would still decline to be involved. Now, is there something else I can do for you?
Okay.
I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now, please leave.
Look, he's run up a debt with the wrong folks. I can help him, but I need to know where he's gone.
That explains quite a lot.
She chews on a knuckle, brow furrow, deciding whether or not she should trust you. Then she sighs heavily and gives you a sheepish smile.
Oswald has visited oft of late. He's a sentimental old man, and he longs for the words of our homeland, Adir. I would often read the old epics to him in their original Eldadiran.
Her eyes gains a distant, unfocused look, and a wistful smile spread across her face.
He's grown paranoid recently, however, always muttering about the shadows following him and other such nonsense. It was quite unnerving, frankly. He came to me in a panic a few days ago and shoved his journal into my hands. He told me he'd be back for it, but I've not seen hide nor hair of him since. I wonder, perhaps his journal would help you find him? Here, take this key. You'll find the journal in my armoire.
Leave it to me.
Oh my god, this is a long one. Okay. God, Nag. This afternoon I walked the streets of Nekata, or Nekataka, and felt an unusual spring in my step. I cannot be sure if it's the fine weather or the archipelago or the great distance from the drywood and the blasted goose and fox inn that has gifted me this buoyancy of spirit, but I am grateful nonetheless. I have seen no sign of the girl, Hyela be praised. God's willing, I have slipped her net at last. McWind's Dag. The shadows are strange here, and seeming to move on their own accord. As I pass from Quen's berth to Pyrrhik's overlook this morning, I could have sworn I saw one turn to face me, then another. I fled the air as quickly as I could, and as far as I can tell, I was not followed. I have many enemies, as any man of a roguish, adventurous mind would, though none have cause to search for me here. I know these shadows must be but a trick of the mind, but I am still uneasy. The next entry is written in a shaky, wild hand, clearly penned in great haste. Rithlig's Dag. As I put me down to bed this evening, I heard a faint whispering beneath my window. I always leave it open to better catch the breeze, and thanks to the Hyela for it, or I might have been none the wiser. However, when I went to investigate, no one was there, and yet I know I heard voices. I may be old, perhaps even paranoid, but I am not crazy. I must leave this place with all haste. God protect me in flight. On the next final page, the journal symbol of Vodica, a broken crown scrawled deep in red ink. Oh, Ymir.
See something you like?
A dancer turns to meet you, a coy smile tugging his slips. He's short for an elf, but no less graceful for his lacking in height. His long face and dark eyes lend him a solemn air, but any hint of gloom is chased away by the wash of color in his cheeks.
Did you enjoy the show? There's more to see, if you're interested.
How much?
The money-minded type. I've always found fiscal responsibility very attractive. My time will cost you 150 copper, friend.
He gifts you with a coy little smile and a raised eyebrow. Tell me about yourself.
I suppose.
He looks at you with a newly critical eye.
I was raised in the Adir Empire. When I was young, I studied to be an arcane knight. After an incident at my school, I left the continent and wandered until I found myself in Nikotaka. As you can see, I stayed.
How do you become a courtesan?
Same as any of the courtesans here, I imagine.
He brushes hair back from his face with a sigh. His long, suffering smile says he's answered this question many times before.
I showed an aptitude. I trained with a master, and when I was ready, I began accepting clients of my own.
What does that training entail?
I'd be happy to show you. For a price? Till later, then.
It's a robot in the inn. Interesting.
Where there's a pick, there's a way.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have all the skills required because I don't have a party anymore and I don't want to have a party. But this game really wants me to have a party. Like, really wants me to have a party. Oh god, I don't know why I'm so tired. It's like 12 o'clock in the middle of the
Need
day.
something? Let's get a move on. Need something? What are we standing around for?
Now, what can I do for you? You see anything?
It's about time I went my own way.
Anchors away.
Yeah, I really don't care about party members.
Of course.
It's nice to have them, I just don't care about them. No, I just went in there.
The Queen is holding court today with the Valians and Rowattians.
How long before they're killing each other?
Wager on it?
Let's go to the mill. Let's see if we can find anything interesting. Cortina's voice finds you before she does. Her barks of laughter and cheerful directives responding throughout the mill. She lifts from the worker to worker, offering critique and approval. When she finally spots you, a shadow of apprehension passes over her face. She hides it with a toothy grin.
If you are here about the taxes, tell the Queen, oh, you are not the tax collector.
She narrows her eyes, her hand twitching at the hilt of her blade.
What business brings you to my mill?
I need refined, luminous Adra.
I need a large country estate and several handsome women to fan me with palm fronds. It is good for the heart to dream impossible dreams, yes?
She gives you a quick nod, then laughs quietly to herself, her large ears twitching.
The Adra belongs to the Valian Trading Company, Aimika. Unless you plan to open a bathhouse to rival Ganor's in Periki's Overlook, we will take no orders from you.
Can you make an exception?
I cannot.
Who are you?
Okay. You go around asking just anyone in Queensbirth personal questions. Maybe you end up dead in a ditch. Have caution, eh? Lucky for you, I am a woman of honor.
She gives you a sunny smile and claps her hand together.
I direct luminous milling for the Valian Trading Company. It's a nice job, huh? And I'm quite good at it. You want to know more? Buy me a drink first, per guano.
What do you do here? Cortina looks about the room with an exaggerated wonder, her eyes wide open. She laughs a little to herself, then runs a finger across the arms of the chair beside her. She holds the finger up in your inspection. It's cracked in a shimmering blue dust.
We mill luminous, of course. Take big chunks, break into smaller chunks, crush into dust-sized chunks. Per complancanet, it is really not so complicated. Good day.
Great. Oh, wet dog.
See it done.
Abraham. Reduce recovery penalty of armor. Yeah. How do I see that? Well, I'll keep the doggo. Reduce speed is actually really good. Because I don't know how much though, so I can't really like build around that, but it's okay. Sansa's Map Emporium. Caleb.
Oh, hello. Welcome to my shop. It's such a pleasure to see a new face.
Sansa bounces back on his heel with a wide grin plastered on his worn face.
How might I assist you?
What do you do here?
Oh, I am a cartographer. I make maps. I'm not half bad at it either. And may the gods forgive my immodesty for saying so. If you need a map of any settled region of the Deadfire, I am your man. And my commission rates are quite generous. It used to be I would take to the sea and do a bit of charting myself. But I haven't the time. Too many maps need making. A shame, too. There's a whole swath of the Deadfire I've yet to see. I'm quite keen to write a book, in fact. Oh, but I won't trouble you about that. Excuse my nattering on, won't you?
Nice doge.
You think so? He is a magnificent beast, isn't he?
Sansa's face splits into a broad grin bright enough to light the room.
He's been a bit low lately. Between you and me, I think he's heartsick for the sea.
Do you sleep here?
Sometimes.
He touches his hand on his forehead and blush scarlet from his neck to the tip of his ears.
Married to the work, you know? I just get so engrossed in my maps. And next I know, it's morning. Sharing a bed with a few maps is a good sight better than sharing with Caleb, I'll tell you that. He always hogs the blankets.
He rose the back of his neck. You said you were writing a book.
I'm putting together an explorer's account of the Deadfire. Or at least the part of it Queen Onekaza's tribe has laid claim to. My book will be the first of its kind. The Explorers Club will go mad for it. Or, well, that was the idea. It's a fiercely dangerous enterprise, in point of fact, and nobody will agree to chart the islands for me. You'd think ship captains would be a bold-hearted bunch. I offered fair recompense.
Sansa folds his arms, sighing.
I'm not exactly the most powerful fighter, or I do it all myself. Still, wouldn't it be wonderful? An explorer's guide to the Deadfire. Someday.
If it pays, I'll take the job.
Do you mean it? This is... wow! I can't thank you enough. It's a lot of ground, I mean water to cover, and some of these islands are in very dangerous waters.
Despite his word, his gleeful expression on Sansa's face is not faded.
Don't worry, I planned it all out. We'll get your feet wet first. With a little experience under your belt, I'm sure you'll get a taste for it. Nothing will stop us. I mean, you. The idea is to explore all the islands that haven't been charted yet, or even named. That falls to you, Aimika. You can't tell me you've never wanted to name your own island?
Huh. You can't... no.
I thought we could start with the waters around the company outpost at Port Maggi. There are 2 islands in the region, and nobody's taken much notice of them yet. Once you're back, I'll start filling in my map and adding your findings to the book. Oh, this will be wonderful.
Leave it to me.
Welcome back, welcome back. It is a pleasure to see you once again.
Tell me, how is the sailing? Smooth? Nothing to delay your expedition, I hope. How might I assist you? Certainly, certainly. It would be my pleasure.
Dang. I wish I was a wizard.